Oh, where am I? Wait a second. Give me another moment. Where am I? Where am I? Give me a sec. Hi, everybody. Welcome in. My name is Valare, and we are. Oh, wait. Hold on. Where? Give me a second. Is this? Oh! Okay. Uh, wait. There we go. Hi, Syndra. Welcome in. Yeah, Holy Cut first today, but welcome in, everybody. As you can see, we are basically just continuing this painting today. So it's gonna, for those of you that are that didn't get spoiled by last stream and us accidentally spoiling things as we were going into Audacity with Sarah. There is something coming up for a happy 300 followers. You know, we're really close. I think we're 7 away right now. I think. How many away are we from 300? But yeah, so this is gonna be something that's gonna be posted onto YouTube when we're done. But while we're at it, I might also do a little sneak peek here. Oh wait, hold on. We are also you know, if you're watching from YouTube, we're also you're also getting give me a sec. You know, where you might also be already it'll be posted on this channel. That's what we're trying to say. Wait, how am I? Yeah, I'm very good at we're very good at speaking, guys, today. But yeah, how is everybody's evening so far? I think it's a little late for some of you. You know, I think it's like midnight. Holy shit, why are y'all still awake? But thank you for coming in. But yeah, welcome in. Wait, hold on. Oh, I should probably also add YouTube onto this side since we're streaming on this side too. That'll be something I figure out off stream. That'll be something we figure out off stream. But yeah, having both monitorings be on the Restream, because like I feel like the Restream app, it works and doesn't work at the same time. Like sometimes when it's on, like I'm not able to monitor things. But okay, anyways, enough chit-chatting. Let's just go ahead and get right into it. Oh, right. That's before I interrupted myself and lost my own train of thought. I did wanted to ask you guys, let me open up Audacity for a second here, if you guys preferred like 130 BPM or 140 BPM. Because while exporting my thing, I realized that first I was in the wrong tempo for something, and then no, I was exporting in the wrong, not in the wrong, what's it called, the hertz. I was exporting in 4400, but then the thing, when I was like recording and when I was in editing when we were on Audacity, it was in 41 whatever. So then I was like, why does it sound fine when I'm in Audacity? But then after I export it, right? And then I'm listening to it on MP3, I'm like, why does it sound so flat? And then we Googled it, and it was because we were exporting in the wrong, wave, in the wrong hertz. You know, the waves were different. So then we changed that. And then I realized, and then as I was changing that, I saw the I saw, it's on the bottom of Audacity. It's like right there, an entire bar. But I finally saw it. I'm like, oh, I was also working in the wrong BPM this entire time. Because the song is supposed to be in 140, in a 140 BPM. but then when we exported it, it was like, I was like, oh, I'm in 120, but it's supposed to be 140. So then I upped it to 140, and then I was like, wait a second, but when it's in 140, why does it sound too fast? Like, I feel like it sounded a little fast. So then I compromised and I exported it at 130, which I feels like is pretty okay. Because I think it might have been because while I was editing, I was working in 120. So then I might have I might have changed some things to fit 120 best I could, when I should have just changed the entire thing to 140 to begin with. But yeah, and then I was just like, okay, let's turn it back to 120, and then 120 sounded slow. So we compromised with 130. But I hope everybody's evenings is going well. I hope everybody is having a happy and wonderful evening so far. I hope you're all super nice and relaxed in your beds, wrapped up in your blankets, super cozy like you're supposed to be. We're definitely, this is the cozy lounge today. This is not the nightclub lounge today. We're not the potato clubbing today. We're cozy potato today. Yeah, while we're at it, let me just continue. Oh, right, hold on. One more thing we needed to do over here. Alpha lock needed to do a very slight. Oops. No. It should be over here, but it's like over here. It should be like slightly lighter. I think we're not able to see it well because of this. So there we go. Around the face should be slightly lighter, because more light is showing through. Gradients, getting your gradients right is very important. Okay, there we go. And now we can go back. And let me go ahead and grab my gradients, because the gradients over here is also not correct. Whoopsies, we're in the wrong. Yeah, because right now up here it's a little bit too dark. It should be lighter when you're in the bang mode. The hair that is covering the front of the face should actually be slightly lighter to have a bit more of a sense of air. It should be a little bit more airy up in front here. But yeah, and then another reason I wanted to finish this was I want to finish this before, like, hopefully within like the next week or so. So, well, we can have everything ready to, or maybe I'll just like secretly drop it, and then we'll share it for 300. I feel like we're so close. We're so close. So it's like, wow, two birds with one stone. But yeah, we also the idea for this song for Igloo was because of Kalabanogi. It's the reason the song was picked was because of Kalabanogi. and then one of my housemates last year was also a super fan, like a very big fan of Kiss of Life, which is the band that sings this song. the girl group, sorry. And then I was just like, you know what? It might be kind of fun to do a little cover. And then I never got around to it. So this is me finally getting around to it. Yeah. We were so this is the reason I'm gonna dig a hole and hide in it for the next 6 months after it drops. I'm gonna have to dig a hole and hide in it for the next 6 months because I can't mix. Hello, Tsubotien, welcome in. How are you doing today? But it's because you know, I don't know how to mix music. So I need to I'm gonna have to find a I'm gonna have to dig a hole and then I'm gonna have to just like not come out. So, after I drop it, please don't make fun of me, guys. Please don't mention it. I'm gonna be so embarrassed. I'm gonna have to find a hole and I'm gonna hide in it. But I think I'll and I spent a weekend. Once again, shout out to Sarah. Thank you for the 15-minute tutorial through Audacity. I've literally never opened a music program prior to this. And then this is our first foray, our very first, our very first experiment with opening up Audacity. Very first time. If you listen to every individual section, they sound fine, kind of on its own. If like every single verse individually, when put together, there's some parts that I feel like still don't fit, but I tried my best. I tried, like, as in the connections, the connection from one part of the song to the next part of the song. I'm like, it sounds like I mashed 5 different songs into the same track. And or at least if it's wait, no, I can't be like this to myself. I have to be like, yeah, it's the best thing ever, guys. It's the best thing ever, guys. We worked so hard on it and it's amazing. We gotta, we can't start off going like, yeah, guys, I'm sorry, it's yeah, and then that's why we're doing this. We're okay, let me take a better look at this top part of the hair. Cause like honestly, I don't know if like halfway through I was just like, I honestly don't know if starting with Igloo is such a good idea, because the style of the song, like in terms, I feel is not very well suited towards my voice, I think. It's very poppy, like it's very much and then I feel like I'm much more suited in terms of things I'm used to singing, at least some very different genres. Not as production heavy. Not as production heavy genres of music. Because we also, it's because it's a girl group, right? Because Kiss of Life is a girl group, so what is it? Credits. Main vocals, Volare. Backing vocals, Volare. Background sounds, Volare. Anyways, different topic. Yeah, how is everybody's evenings? How has your weeks been going so far? You know, it's Wednesday, it's halfway through the week. It's basically Thursday, which means it's basically Friday. It's basically the end of the week already. You know, after Thursday, it's just 8 hours to Friday. You know, after Thursday's workday starts, which means it's basically Friday. And when it's Friday, that means it's basically the weekend. You're basically already at the very end of the work week, of the entire week. Yeah, hopefully everybody is having fun so far. Oops. There we go. I feel like that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, let me also look at it from these monitors. One good thing about streaming this, because we're also having to monitor the stream, we get to I get to see this, like what it looks like from a much smaller, like the much smaller version, to see if it still works. Because what is it? Before you get lost in the details, you know, you gotta make sure the overall bigger image also works. So if it doesn't work when it's like this small, it usually it's like it won't work when it's bigger either. Because you gotta make sure the overall image is working before you go into smaller details. You gotta work from big to small. You gotta go big before you go home. Go big before you go home. There we go. Oh, right. Let me also erase a little bit of this side, because this part is actually should be covered by bangs on this side. Okay, wait, hold on. So what's missing is this. Okay, there we go. Wait, hold on. Does it work this way, or no, this should be like looping back. There should be some that's looping back, and then there's some that's like going forward. I know how my own character design works, guys. Cause how Volari's hair works is, let me go into gallery, open up new size, cause the hairstyle is basically like this, right? So this is the head. There is our bangs going this way. There's some hair going this way, and then half of it is also looped into the back. So it's like looped up into a ponytail, into like this high ponytail bun thing, and then half of it is also so one, the bangs, two, there's like small strands over here, and then the rest of it like goes down the back. There's like 4 different sections, and then this top part also like goes braided into here. We can, yeah, I think a more detailed version, I'd have like a braid going into there as well. That would be nice. That would be cool. And then of course there's like 50 million hairpins in here. But yeah, that's how this is why I need to make myself a character sheet. Cause it's a little complicated, I think. On some level it's a little bit of a complicated design. I mean, it's not that complicated, but you know, you gotta know which strands of hair goes where. You know, it's just like it's a simple half up, half down, half up, half down, updo, but with like 5 million hairpins in there. But yeah, this is why I gotta make myself a character sheet, so that I don't get lost in the sauce. You know, the problem here is Volare. Getting lost in the sauce and being inconsistent. After we have base Volare's character sheet done, you know, we can start working on variations. Different outfits. Summer clothes, winter clothes. Santa Vol. VKS? Wait, what is that? What does that stand for? Hold on, I'm dumb. You know we only have one brain cell. It doesn't work. It doesn't work very well. VTuber killing spree. Wait. Very Krampus Santa. Very what else? What else begins with the letter V? What is the Villain Knight Santa Vol? You know, all 3 at the same time. You wanna say don't worry about it? Is this something on Say So? Are you? What do you mean don't worry about it? What's going on here? What layer is this thing on? Why is there a weird Am I able? Yeah, I'm not able to color, which means it should be. Oh. What is this? What is this tea drinking emote you've got going on? I feel like it might be something sus now. Speaking of sus, I seriously did not realize. I seriously, absolutely did not realize how sus talking about, you know, the height of shoe heels sounded. Until, cause like Kay was like, oh yeah, I gotta clip that without context. I'm like, oh, and I was just like, it's okay. If it didn't manage to clip, I'll go back and clip it for you manually. and then I went back and I was just like, oh, yeah, out of context, if you just listen to a few seconds of it. Oh, I promise I'm a Say So streamer. I promise. It's about shoes. It's about shoes. It's not about drug addictions or anything else. It's nothing unsay so. It was a very wholesome chat about how as long as you wear high heels long enough, you start getting used to it. You start getting used to the height boost. That's the only defense I have for myself, guys. that's the only defense I have for myself. Oh shit, I'm on the wrong layer. Hold on. Control Z. I can't be on the wrong layer cause later when I do changes to cause later we might have to do a few things. We might have to do a few things to the color, do a little some tonal color shifts and we can't have these things be on different layers, or else that's gonna be rough. Okay, I'm on the correct layer now. Yeah, and then like right now I can't decide cause like for oh why are we? Hi Laco, what are welcome in. welcome in. Cause I can't decide. Right now I feel like 140 sounds a little bit too sped up. It sounds like a little bit Nightcore-ish. Like it's almost at Nightcore. But like 130, 120. After listening to 130 sounds slow, so I think I might keep it at 130. But the beat does work better at 140. But then I think it's because we edited at 120. I think the problem is because we edited it at 120. Thank you for the head pats. Welcome in. How's your evening going so far? I hope you are doing well. Hope you're having a great evening. Hope you're having a good time. Now, hopefully we're all feeling nice and relaxed. Super happy. Nice, relaxed, and happy about the evening. Hung out. Ooh, got your mappy things done before maintenance? I've heard some exciting things are coming with maintenance. Is there anything that's expiring soon? Before our next maintenance? It's 5 a.m. today, right now on the other side of the world, so I don't think... When is maintenance happening anyways? When is maint happening anyways? But I'm glad you got to hang out with Aki. It's always fun to hang out with Aki and Bean. Not that you know of? Okay. We didn't miss out on anything then. You know. Just because we didn't know how to read. Just because we don't know how to read doesn't mean we've missed out on anything. 7 PDT? Okay. Yeah, with lots of time. We've got lots and lots of time. See, that's what I thought, and I was just like, wait, I don't see, the thing is I don't trust my own memory. I don't trust my own memory, so I'm like, wait, is it like I feel like it should be in the morning over here, and we have lots of time before it happens. But then I was just like, maybe I remembered wrong. The update is next maintenance? Ah, okay. Good to know, good to know. Very good to know. New life is on the 13th. Okay, yeah, good to know. Very good to know. Okay, what does the bright side of this thing look like? Need some more light in here, or else it's gonna start looking muddy. Oops. Hold on, this still isn't working. Give me a second. Let me erase this a little. Okay. Go here. Okay. Yeah, that works much better. So then this goes that way, and then we can have a there we go. Then let me also get a bite of my watermelon before I forget about it. What did I remind you of? But watermelon? Yum! Make sure to eat that. It's great for the summer. It's a very summery fruit. Like, you think of summer, you think of watermelon. Like, summer and watermelon, it's like you gotta have watermelon in the summer. It's the mascot fruit for summer. It's basically the mascot fruit for summer. Need to cut it up and store it away? Yeah, don't let your watermelon go to waste. Don't let your watermelon go to the waste. It's the third one? Oh no. Did the other two go bad? Or did you guys finish the other two? Let's see. This way. Oh, okay. Yeah, we should have done that earlier for over here too. Okay, and then this is the top part of the hair. So that's how we. There we go. That looks better. And for over here, we can probably do 1, 2. That works, I think. Yeah, that works. Meow, 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 meow. Does that... No, no, no. Okay. Okay, let me also add another layer to start the process for these. For all these things stuck up here. Ah, so you've been eating a good 50% of it? Well, Lord, I feel like everybody in my family really likes to eat watermelon. And then it was like one of those when Valeria was a child, you know, it was like one of those few things that you could get me to eat a lot of. 'Cause um, you know, we didn't really eat a lot, like in terms of food, like, you know, 'cause small stomach or whatever, but like we didn't in terms of food, we didn't really eat that much quantity wise of anything else. But I could finish an entire like half a watermelon by myself. Yeah. Watermelon's good. Yummy. Over here. Always tended to overfeed. See, that's the thing with elders, right? You know, you gotta eat more. Now's the time that you're growing, so you gotta eat. How are you gonna grow if you don't eat? That reminds me. So apparently, a better indicator of GDP growth, like this is, I remember watching this somewhere, like speaking of growing in height, a good indication of like how well a country is doing, like in terms of, you know, social welfare, quality of life, blah, 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 is its citizens' heights. Obviously, this is not a broad indicator, as in taller countries 100% are wealthier. However, in development, when you are malnourished, when you don't have enough food as a child, the first place that you stop growing in, your body like stunts your growth to preserve energy. And one of the first places it does that in is your legs. So you're not able to reach your full potential height if you were malnourished as a child. That's why you gotta eat more. You know, you're a growing child. You're a growing child. You gotta eat more. You know, those Save a Child cover. I don't know what you're talking about. You know, we are a chat of very tall people. But yeah, so you gotta eat more. You can't be malnourished, or else you're gonna end up short. You're not gonna be able to reach your full height potential. But yeah, of course, like if your highest potential height is already not very tall, then you know, genetically it might be very hard for you to grow past that. But and then if your potential was already like super duper tall to begin with, even if you were malnourished, you know, even if your growth got stunted, you might still end up being pretty tall, because your potential height, you know, your full potential was even taller than that. Your full potential was like super duper, like you could have been 6'8", you could have been 7 feet, but because you got stunted, you're only 6'2". That's the see. Lako could have grown to be 6'4", but because Lako's height got stunted, Lako only grew to the height of 6'1". What do you mean, take me and go on a riot? No. What? I speak, you know, people hated him because he spoke the truth. What is that one Jesus meme? The people hated him because he spoke the truth. Oh, hi CC, thank you for the solid core. Welcome in. How are you doing? I'll do a few squats. First, let me do a big stretch. Ugh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Welcome in. You see, nothing was going on here to begin with. There was nothing to see. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Back to our painting. I hope you're doing good. How was work? Hopefully it wasn't too stressful, not too much overtime, you know. Hopefully work was treating you well today. And hopefully you're all relaxed now that you have gone back from work. Or now that it's later in the evening. Happy fun time. It's now relaxed, happy fun time. CEO, oh my god! Thank you for the sub, CC. You never have to. It's always appreciated. Yeah, exercise is good for you guys. Like, exercise, it's another one of those things where if you don't exercise enough, your growth also gets stunted. You know, speaking of stunted growth, because you wanna your muscles, you don't want your muscles to atrophy. And then, you know, because we're all growing children here, right? We're all growing children. You know, we're all children that are in middle of our growth spurts. We want our muscles to be strong, and our bone density to be supported. You know, we wanna work out to support our bone density, because we're growing children. We're growing children that need the support. Where is... Oops, I was on the wrong layer. There we go. Hi, Shell. Welcome in. Thank you for the head pats. Yeah, it's cozy bedtime. Hopefully everybody is super nice and relaxed right now. It is kind of late. You know, this is your bedtime lullaby. For all of y'all to fall asleep to. The relaxing Volare bedtime story, talking about how to not stunt your height. How to grow taller. You can't be malnourished as a child. You gotta exercise more. You gotta make sure you're eating to reach your full potential. You know, you can't be potential man forever. You gotta reach your full potential. You can't just be full of potential. You gotta reach it. We're all potential, man. This way. Oh, and thank you for the check-in. Yeah, make sure to grab your potatoes, everybody. Make sure to grab your potatoes. Make sure to grab your potats, your potat, tater. I will run another potato auction soon. Once we get all of our stuff squared away. You know, once things calm down and I have a little bit more time to plan out another thing to auction off to all of you for potatoes. Another attempt to regulate the potato economy. Oh, also, so you know how do I want to start that conversation right now? Do I really want to start the cannibalism conversation again right now? Okay, like we've already mentioned it, right? So you know how we always keep on talking about cannibalism on this stream, and how you wanna cook your meat properly. When, you know, speaking of eating, you know, speaking of not being malnourished, you're always hi, Indiana. Yeah, why do you keep on arriving like right at the start of... But you know, speaking of being malnourished and you needing to eat to grow to your full potential, right? Like, this is a perfect segue into cannibalism. So once again, we do not condone eating other human beings. It is a very easy way to get Kuru disease. You know, as people should not be eating each other. It's one of evolution's ways of making sure you don't eat each other. It gives you bad things happen when you eat the same members of your own species. You should not be eating humans, guys. Brought to you by FreshBooks. Yeah, brought to you by FreshBooks. However, right? In terms of gaining resistance to prions. Again, I like how how did I learn that like this is say so because I learned it on NPR. Like I learned about what you know brought to you by a cannibal. Like I don't know why. Like even I that was a radio story that what is it? I was just on my way to school. We were just on our way to school. And then listening to radio stories. And then the radio story at that time, like I was either on my way to school or on my way somewhere else. But we were in the car and we were listening to NPR. And then the radio story that was up was like, yeah, Tales from a Cannibal. This one person that was like experimenting with human meat to figure out the taste of human meat. And then the conclusion was like the closest representation to human is veal. It apparently tastes like veal. So that's where I learned that fun fact. that is where I learned that fun fact. It was from NPR. And then but then I was watching a podcast a few weeks ago. I don't remember the exact. It was very recently. But what do you mean slowly walks away from me? It's a very safe place here. It's very safe, This is your relaxing bedtime story. It's very safe. We're in middle of the woods. You see a cottage with a light on. Hope. You creep stealthily towards it. But anyways, a few weeks back I was watching this podcast. And they were talking about the effects, they were talking about gaining resistance to prions and how you could gain resistance to that brain-eating prion that you get from cannibalism. And apparently, the answer to that is cannibalism. The effects of only if you could visit the lychee farm, at least you could die happy. Yeah, it's okay. There's lychees here, the potato farm. The potato farm is right beside the lychee orchard. It'll be fine. You guys are safe here. It's absolutely 100% safe here. But yeah, the TLDR of that podcast is, usually if you don't have resistance to the prion, then cannibalism, eating other human beings, it gives you Kuru disease. However, in medical studies, when they were like, yeah, let's see why this particular group of people, that were cannibals, these particular group of cannibalistic civilization in the South Pacific, why were they resistant to Kuru disease, even though they had cannibalistic rituals? And the answer is because through cannibalism, they've evolved to gain resistance to Kuru disease. So I guess, like there was something about a gene mutation in which the replication process of your proteins, because the prion thing, it makes it so that your gene replication, something goes wrong in your gene replication, and your the proteins, they don't replicate correctly, and there's a specific trigger in the sequence that triggers it. And if you eat enough, as what do you mean I need therapy? As is the same thing with murder. You murder one person and it's really bad. You have to get to the point when you have to be murdering 2 million people, and then you're just a war criminal, and somehow in terms of punishment, right? Murder one person, oh no, that's a murderer. You murder 10 people, oh my god, that's a serial killer. You're the evil of evils. But then you murder 2 million people. and then you're just a dictator. You're just a world leader. You're just the leader of a country, and you go down in the history books as the leader of a country who may have committed some war crimes. But yeah, like the same thing with cannibalism. You eat one person and it's really bad. You know, you eat 10 people and it's really bad. But if you eat like a lot of people and that's like your entire thing, you just from childbirth onwards, like your entire thing is just all about cannibalism. Apparently. Apparently. You know, there's a mutation that might save you from crude disease. This is a say so topic, you know. We're just talking about how you can prevent diseases. This is about disease prevention. This is about protecting yourself. This is public health. This is a public health and safety announcement. Oh no, an ad break is starting soon. Wow, what perfect timing. What perfect timing. What a perfect time to end our. I hope you guys don't get any meat ads. You know, like the ad comes on, it's for Tyson or whatever. Yeah, speaking of cannibalism, how about an ad for Tyson Foods? Just keep telling myself that. Yeah, you know, if we repeat it enough times, it's bound to be true one of these days, right? Right? One of these days. One of these days. I'm normal. I'm normal, guys. I promise I'm normal. But yeah, ads incoming soon, but not to worry. We'll be back in 3 minutes. We will BRB. We'll be right back. I'll see y'all back here soon. Hopefully. You know, otherwise, have a good nap. Napping is also fun. Napping's also great. It is late out. And we wanna send you off with a good bedtime story. Like cannibalism. That's a great bedtime story to. Hi Kay, welcome in. That's a great bedtime story to fall asleep to. A very, very relaxing bedtime story about the benefits, the potential benefits that you might be able to. Although in defense, right? It's more the effects of cannibalism rather than benefits, because in the short term, like the mutations is very unlikely to happen within the same generation. Like the thing with evolution, right? You have to be doing it for generations upon generations, and it's that entire thing of survival of the fittest. And you know, if there is the habit of cannibalism, then obviously the people with the mutation that helps prevent the bad effects of cannibalism are the ones that survive. So what do you mean suspicious moment? This is a public health and safety announcement where we're helping everybody stay healthy in our series of streamers that for some reason keep on for some reason, you know, it's not just me that for some reason the topic always goes back to cannibalism at some point of the stream. It is for your own safety and protection that we know the effects, you know, what could happen if you eat enough humans over a long period of time involving multiple generations of people. And the answer to that is you gain tolerance. Apparently, the answer to that is just you gain tolerance. But yeah, don't commit cannibalism, guys. The chances of you getting Kuru disease and you know, besides it being very unsay-so, you know, and it's very frowned upon to consume another human being. That's just very unsay-so, not very cash money. You're not behaving in an ethical way, a moral or ethical way if you decide to commit such a deed. Welcome back from ads, everybody. Welcome back. Yeah, like you would not be under current norms, you know, or under current societal norms, you would not be acting in a way that is very moral or ethical. So you know, we don't condone it. But yeah, just as a note, you know, the more you know, the more you know, the more you learn. If you do it long enough, over a long enough period of time. But still, like individually, your chances of dying from a prion are very high, so don't do it. The prions, they go up into your brain and they kill you. Don't get Kuru disease, everybody. It's a very bad way to die. What do you mean? What do you mean? Cleaver, I am innocent. I am innocent. We're just here to present the scientific fact. And then we discourage. And then see, I discouraged you guys from committing cannibalism. I told you it was unsay-so. And we are a say-so stream. That would Sorry, I choked on my watermelon. What a time. What a time to that would never condone such unsay-so behavior. What a moment. What a moment to choke on my watermelon. Yeah, I'm choking on watermelon. I have a small bowl of I have a regular size bowl of watermelon right beside me that I am snacking on this late into the night. 'Cause it's basically water. But I do actually choke on water sometimes. you know when you like swallow wrong. But yeah, choking on water is not out of the norm for Volari. So don't get actually like don't get act surprised. Like don't be too surprised if one day in middle of stream, you know, we take a sip of water and then we just start like wheezing and dying. Like if you just start hearing a bunch of coughing, wheezing, and going like it's because we choked on water. We might have swallowed it wrong and then we started choking on water. It's unfortunately not uncommon. not rare. Yeah, not uncommon, but like not rare. That's a better distinction for it. Yeah. Yeah, let's also paint in the glasses. Let's get all the elements. All the elements, like, at least shaded in. Oh, wait, hold on. In this layer, there's one more thing. There's one more thing that belongs here. Ah! My pencil. My pen. My Apple pen. My Apple pencil. I have an apple. I have a pen. Apple. Pen. I have a pen. I have a pineapple. Pineapple. Pen. Apple. Pineapple. Apple. Pen. Pineapple. Pen. what other bedtime stories can I tell you guys? You know, this is your time. This is your time, everybody, to request Vol's very relaxing readings. You think I need to go to Fluff to sleep? You know, it's only 10 p.m. here. But speaking of go to Fluff to sleep. Go to Fluff to sleep. Oh, oops. I actually typed fluff instead of the actual word to sleep. Here, let me do the actual complete reading of it, because I feel like every time we've done it, we've stopped halfway through. It's 7 a.m. bedtime stories now. This is your wake up story. This is your wake up story, Kay. You know, you wake up and now this is your morning meditation story. You know how you should be waking up and then this is your morning yoga. This is your morning yoga time. You're doing it to the relaxing beat of Go to Fuck to Sleep by Adam Mansbach. Children's book for adults. Go to Fuck to Sleep. The cats nestle close to their kittens. The lambs have laid down with the sheep. You are cozy and warm in your bed. Chat, please go to fuck to sleep. The windows are dark in the town, children. The whales huddle down in the deep. I'll read you one very last book. If you swear, you'll go to fuck to sleep. The eagles that soar through the sky are at rest. And the creatures who crawl, run, and creep. I know you're not thirsty. That's bullshit. Stop lying. Lie the fuck down, dear chat, and sleep. The winds whisper soft through the grass. The field mice, they make not a peep. It's been 38 minutes already. Jesus Christ, what the fuck? Go to sleep. I feel like it's been longer than 30. It's been an hour and 12 minutes. What the fuck? Go to sleep. Where else? The owls fly forth from the treetops. Through the air they soar, they sweep. The hot crimson rage fills my heart. If you don't, go to fuck to sleep. But yeah, for real, shut the fuck up and sleep. The cubs and the lions are snoring. Wrapped in a big snuggly heap. How come you can do all this other great shit? But you can't lie the fuck down and sleep. The seeds slumber beneath the earth now, and the crops that the farmers will reap. No more questions. This interview is over. I've got 2 words for you, kid. Fucking sleep. The tiger reclines in the Siberian jungle. The sparrow has silenced her cheep. Fuck your stuffed bear. I'm not getting you shit. Close your eyes, cut the crap, and sleep. Flowers doze through the meadows, and high on the mountain so steep. My life is a failure. I'm a shitty ass streamer. Stop fucking with me, please, and go the fuck to sleep. The giant pangolins of Madagascar's are snoozing. As I lie here and openly weep. Sure, fine, whatever. I'll bring you guys milk. Who the fuck cares if you're not going to fuck to sleep? This room is all I can remember. The furniture, crappy and cheap. You win, you escape, run down the hall, as I nod off and fuck off to sleep. What the fuck? What do you mean, what the fuck? Bleary and dazed, I awaken. Where is the correct... Wait, hold on. Where's my base for... Oh, right here. To find... Oh, bleary and dazed, I awaken. To find your eyes shut, so I keep my fingers crossed tight as I tiptoe away and pray that you're fucking asleep. How did I get this? It happened on one stream when we were trying to find Mew a copy pasta to read. We're finally watching our movie. Popcorn in the microwave. Go beep. Oh shit. God damn it. You gotta be kidding. Go the fuck back to sleep. Alright. That has been your cozy rendition of Go to Fuck to Sleep by Adam Mansbach. So for everybody, you know, that is wanting to go to fluff to sleep. This is your cozy bedtime story for you to hopefully go to fuck to sleep. But yeah, this is where go to fluff to sleep comes from. This is where the go to fluff to sleep. It came from this. And this came from one day when we were all like, yeah, let's make Mew read a copy pasta. And then we're like, yeah, what about like, and then we're like, you know, cause there's that marine copy pasta where it's like what the fuck, you little what did you say about me, you little shit? I'll have you know. I have over 300 confirmed kills. And then there was a weep version of that. So then I was just like, maybe, like, so then we're like, like, you know, is this version like slightly more say so that we can make that? Oh, thank you for the solid core. Oh my god, I almost knocked over my bowl of watermelon. Let me go ahead and do like little windmills, like not windmills, but like toe touches, like squatting, like the one where you start in like a T-pose, and then you just like side lunge to one side while touching your toes. Yeah, that's 3, 4, 5, 6. Have fun cutting your watermelon. 7, 8, 9, 10. Thank you for your solid core, CC. Your exercise redeem has been redeemed. Okay, and then I feel like I still want the casing, the lens of the glasses to be on a separate layer, because then we can control the opacity of it. Actually, yeah, I do want it to be darker. So let's go like this. otherwise, speaking of movies, you know, now that you're watching a movie and the microwave popcorn, the popcorn in the microwave beeps, are there any movies that you guys are excited about coming to theaters or are in theaters near you? What are all of y'all watching lately? You know, what is on your cinema? What is on your cinema bucket list, everybody, lately? There's some really exciting things coming out. You know, there's a Spider-Man, there's the Odyssey, there's I don't know what else. But yeah, like what other ones is everybody kind of excited for? There's been there's I feel like there's a lot of cool stuff coming out. Okay, and then these three, let me put these three in like the same layer. Whoops. This goes there. Okay. Choo 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 choo. Yeah. And then let me take that away. And then over here and go go ahead and that was the thumb that we needed to paint. Go ahead and like paint the thumb too. Just in case I want to do like a little tiny animation thing where I like move the sunglasses up and down, it would be good to have these completely painted in. Oh, we can't have one thumb be like a completely different size than when like the other thumb is that size. Wait, hold on. Hold on. Why are they? Because this side is like completely blocked, so I didn't I didn't match it down. I didn't get it pinned down correctly when we were sketching it out. Let me get another bite of my watermelon. Okay, let's go this way. Okay. Da, 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 da. Oh wait, that reminds me. I need to have a quick conversation about an update I've received today. So, going to bed? Good night, Cece. Sleep well, rest well. I'm really glad you are going to fluff to sleep. But I hope you get all nice and cozy in your bed. Get very well relaxed. Snuggle up in your blankets. Don't get too warm. You know, make sure you're very comfortable temperature. And I hope you have the most restful of rests. And get all ready for tomorrow. Good night, Cece. Sleep tight. Sleep well. Good night. is that that's still smaller than the other thumb, but I feel like that's okay. Close enough. Where is... Okay, and then from here, and then over here, go over here. Gotta add in the different... Oh, right, let me... Gotta check the values. Okay, yeah, that's fine. That is still fine. Let's go ahead and change the values a little bit. Have some variations in the color. I'll full lock it a bit while I'm just adding in more color variation. Whoops. Okay, and then back here, let's go to like this color. That works. Over here. And let's see. Okay. Like that. And then like this. And then from here. Da 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 da. Whoa, wait, what is that? What is going on over here? You know, I don't want that over here. That's not something we needed. Okay, and then back here. Back to skin. Okay, then let's just go ahead and clean up over here a bit. Oh my god. There's a moth in here. I keep on finding like little moths in my room. Or actually no, I think there was a bag of something that got a moth infestation, and then like a bag of like something in a cabinet that had a moth infestation. So then one day one of us opened somebody in the house opened a cabinet, which, you know, to no fault to them, it's just opening a cabinet, and then all the moths blew out. So now it's really annoying because like everywhere it's like a wild moth just suddenly appearing, and there's so many of them. It's like, oh my god, why are there so many bugs? Why are they everywhere? Ah! Don't come close to me. Ah! What? Okay, it's flown slightly away, I think. If you hear screaming later, I hope we don't wake you up from your sleep. It's because there's a bug. There's a bug once again. Once again, like that other time we were screaming on screen, it's because there's a bug. There's a bug very close to us, and it's big and it's scary, and it's very disgusting looking. It's it doesn't it brings out a very yeah. You're fully awake now? Good morning, Kay. Yeah, did our panic fear wake you up? Hopefully, but good morning. Did you eat breakfast? Make sure you get something in your stomach. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day, says the person that usually skips breakfast, but breakfast is the most important meal of the day. You should not skip it. My panic, and you played a horror game? Oh my god. Perfect way to wake up. Just scare yourself awake, and you'll be awake. Suddenly, you will be awake after the panic. Whee! Okay, there we go. And then... Oh right, there's this thing back here that we can probably also color in. This thing should be above skin but below hair, yes. Correct. But this hair, it should be yeah, there we go. Below the correct strands of hair. Gotta order our layers correctly. Can I look on screen to... Oh wait, no, that's a lighter color. This is like partly a lighter color. I think the top part is like slightly lighter. I definitely remember how I designed my own character. I actually don't. It was all vibes. Every line we put down was based on vibes only. This is a 100% vibes based design. No dot, only vibe. "100% vibes based." Oh, it's back in front of me. Okay, can I kill you? Hold on. I missed. Where did it go? It's okay, it'll come back, and then I'll get another chance to murder it again. It'll be fine. We are a Seiso stream that does not condone violence, but when there is a big, scary bug in the room that's like flying around my face, you know, there might be we might need to employ some tactics that we don't usually employ. That might not usually be employed to do some things. Okay. And this side also. Beware! Then back over here, let me wrap that color, go back to oh, this actually works. Wait, hold on. Having this accent in here actually works. Yeah, that actually works pretty well. Okay. We'll probably continue going off of that then. Having like better little accent strips like here and there. Let's see if we Yep, that works. Okay, yep, that works. That works. That works. Over here. Get this. There's no black here. That's too dark. Our darkest should not be that dark yet. That should not be the darkest area. just yet. Okay, I think I'll try to keep this a semi-short stream for today so that we do all end up going to love to sleep at a normal time. But we're not gonna be ending just yet. Be painting for a little bit more. For at least 2 hours. So it hasn't even been 2 hours yet. We'll keep going for at least 2 hours, but then we'll try to keep it semi short-ish. No 5 hour streams. No more 5 hour streams. That's too long. No more 5 hour streams unless we have an entire free day. Free few days. Lots of long enough free time to have 5 hours. No more? I mean, they'll still happen, possibly. But yeah, I feel like it'll be easier to plan streams out like just 2 hours at a time too. But you know us, you know us, you know it's time flies when we're having fun. So we'll probably like start stream and then we look up and 5 hours has passed. That's what's gonna happen. That's what's gonna happen. Easier to clip to. Yeah, easier to go back into the VODs and but no. We'll try to keep consistent, you know, we'll try our best to be consistent and give you guys streams, consistent streams. You know, just even if it's like an hour on X day, you know, at least it'll be consistently an hour on X day. Can't ask for too much of you guys' time, you know? Everybody is busy. We're all busy people with lives, with busy lives. Got breakfast to eat, got places to go, gotta touch grass. You know, there's grass to touch, there's outside to be at, there's things to do. I don't know how the marathon streams like even started out. Oh, it was because of wind. No, I remember. I exactly. So like when it first came out, I was like, yeah, I gotta free up the entire day because I look up, you know, when we get on, we look up and 10 hours has passed. That's that's the experience with there's just so much to do. Too much to do. Way too much to do. Okay, let me go into my eyes a little bit. Let's do a little bit of work on this 9 p.m. to 4 a.m. Oh my god. That's at least like 9 p.m. is not too bad, right? 9 p.m. is not too bad, right? 4 a.m. is a little out there. But honestly, I think I'll probably try to go from like 7 or 8 p.m. PST, because that's like 10 or 11 a.m. and it's probably gonna be Fridays, like Fridays, because that's a Saturday if I'm not out. Oh my god. It might be I don't know my schedule yet. I don't know my schedule yet. And my schedule is also subject to change as we apply for internships, and cuz the internship might be on. There comes the bug again. Hold on. Okay, I swiped. It's on the floor. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. There we go. It's dead now. I don't think you guys heard that, but that was a very violent slam. That was a very violent slam that we did on to the you heard it? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, we've been seen through. Oh no. I can't pretend to be harmless anymore. You know, we could never hurt another human being. I'm just a vole, you know. We're very non-violent. I would never hurt another living being. Like, bugs are scary. Bugs are scary. I can't kill it by myself. Ah, Scally, help. What do you mean you always knew I was violent? I'm not. I'm a pacifist. We've established this. I'm a pacifist. I would never do such a thing. I'm pacifist. I run the pacifist route. Laka will clip it. Oh no. It's gonna be immortalized forever. Memorialized forever. Vol's violent tendencies. What do you mean? What do you mean? There's no violence here. Love and peace. Love and peace. We're all about love and peace. No, love, peace, peace. Peace, peace, love, love. Love, peace, peace, love. Oh, yeah, it will block it. Hold on. Give me a moment. Let me try to grab it from this end. Don't worry, I will. Cause Firebot, I think one of my bots just automatically blocks all and each and all and every link. So it doesn't. Oh, it's okay. I got it. First I will add to story, and then hold on. Where's my? Can I just copy the link? Copy, because I don't want to. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna have to do a little maneuver here. Okay, let's go this way. Wait. Hold on. No. Copy link. There we go. There we go. But yes, thank you. Thank you for the clip, Lako. Much appreciated. Yeah, let me also block this in, because that's gonna, if the sunglasses move, then we gotta have this part also be. If everybody no. I've talked about this on another stream before, and I've tried to pretend it didn't happen, you know, so that, but I've broken 2 windows before. I'm not a professional bug slapper, I promise. But there was but yeah, like, cause the way I kill bugs, right, is like um there's a lesson. So once again, context. There's a lesson that you learn in fencing, which is there's an upper limit to how fast you go. So the way to go faster, the way it's like there is an upper limit because as you get used to things being faster or slower, like your brain process like as you get used to that speed, it processes at that speed. So if you do a very, very quick speed change from one speed to another, then your speed change to the faster speed will seem faster than if you were already fast and then you went faster. Yeah, there's a non-disclosure agreement here. Vol is not liable for all and any damages caused by the bug killing incurred during the bug killing process. But the way to go faster, right? The way to it, and it works on bugs too, is you move really, really slowly. So what happens in like because we used to fence, like when fencing, like you would try to move slowly, like when you're just going, when you're just like when you're not engaging yet, when you're just like when you're just hopping back and forth to try to find an opening with your opponent, you usually try to like go a little bit slower so they get used to your speed, so they're so that like psychologically they get used to that slower speed. So then when you engage, because like the engagement to hitting process is supposed to be fast, because like this, if you go, that's more time to parry. So then if you go slow and then you suddenly go very fast, it's gonna be a little bit harder to react if the other opponent is not ready for you to go fast. So the same thing works on bugs. So you creep up on them very slowly. You gotta make sure they don't really see you coming, and then you move really, really fast to like slap to kill the bug. And it's just so happened, right? It just so happened. I promise. I'm not, we're a very non-violent individual. I am a pacifist. I am a pacifist. But during the bug killing process of us taking a thing and creeping up very slowly and suddenly like moving really, really fast to like snap whatever is in my hand to like whip it at the bug. I have broken 2 windows before. I have accidentally broken 2 windows while trying to kill. Like the fly died, but the window also died. The fly might have died, but the window also died. And then there was once when I did that, like when I was like killing a bug in middle of class, and then it caused like, I mean, every time you do like a little snap, that's like a miniature sonic boom. But the resulting slap from like me killing the bug, like, and this was like everybody was just like drawing on the table, and then Vol taking like this rolled up piece of paper, sneaking up on this bug, and it's suddenly like this really big slam, like things like the table, like when you slam things up, like things flew up from the table a little bit, and then landed back down, and they were like, what the fuck? Vol's real name. I'm like, there was a bug. There was a really big bug. I just killed it. I was just killing a bug, I promise. Nothing weird going on here. I was just killing a bug. Just some extermination services. Nothing weird going on. Just some little bug extermination services going on here. Yeah, Vol's real name isn't yeah, my real name is Volare. Yeah, or actually This is why Folly keeps on calling me the wrong name, because my actual real name is Valore. No. Yeah, my real name isn't Vol. It's Volare. It's Volare Celestis. It's Volare Caelestis. Depending on whether you're using the Latin pronunciation or the English pronunciation of it. Yeah, everybody was like, Volare, how could you? How could you? They were like, oh my god, I wasn't expecting that, because the room was so quiet before, and then suddenly, bam! It's the contrast. See, as is with everything, it's the contrast. Going from point A to point B. It's the contrast from A to B that makes the surprise bigger. And that is why, if you really want to sneak up on somebody, you go really slow and then you go really fast. Contrast. The meaning of life is contrast. Principles of animation applied to real life. Oops, we are on the wrong layer. Wrong layer deserves. Ow! Ow, my head. I deserve that, but ow, my head. Oh no, I'm on the wrong layer. Luckily, that didn't actually put down any paint because that layer was hidden. And then this is a form shadow, so it should go this way. Oh no, an ad break is starting soon. But not to worry, we'll be right back after the ad break. We will BRB. And from here, this one will be a hard edge. Oops. Back over here. Okay. Hard edge, soft edge. Oh, what is this? Oh my god. Ow, my face! How could you? It hurts. Quack. Crackety quack quack. Ow, my face. It hurts. Oh, hold on. That's what was wrong with it, because we were using these accents all over the place and then it suddenly disappeared. So it looked odd. It looked weird. To accent the shadows. And welcome back from ads, everybody. Welcome back. Hopefully they weren't too bad. Did it give you any ads for bug spray or what were hopefully they weren't terrible. Some and they're over now. We don't have to deal with them for another for at least another hour. If we're still here in an hour. I'll try to end before the next ad break. So we get a semi-good spot. Bug spray for me? Yeah, we got an ad for bug spray. You know, we got an ad for bug spray, obviously. You know, cause we have to sit through ads too when you're sitting through ads, obviously. You know, as when ads go on, you know, the streamer here, we also get 3 minutes of ads just blasted in our ears by Twitch. We reached the 2-hour mark 5 minutes ago. I know, right? We reached our goal of drawing for 2 hours. Like, it'll be at least 2 hours was what I said the stream was gonna be. It won't be 5 hours, but it's gonna be at least 2 hours. And I've reached that promise. We've reached the promised 2 hours of stream. Go to Fluff to sleep. Hi, Mew. Welcome in. You're right, it's 11 p. Why is Mew not going to Fluff to sleep? But welcome in. I hope you're having a nice and cozy night. You're about to? Nice, nice. But yeah, oh yeah, it is 11 p.m. What a great time. What a great time to end. But I think we did really well today, right? Look, we've got this, we've got that. Chisu is on right now. So yeah, I'm so excited to sleep too. Wait. Chisu. Oh wait, no, that's a cap. Chisu, Rin. But yeah, everybody, go give Chisu a wonderful, super duper happy time. Yeah, oh, thank you. Right. So there's, we could have, I also wanted to work on this a little bit more at some point, but you know what? It's okay. Let me screenshot this let me screenshot both of these for art tax in a bit. But yes, thank you for the potato gifts. We're gonna go raid into Chisu, everybody. Have lots and lots of fun over there. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful evening as well. You know, make sure to sleep well, make sure to rest well. Don't forget to go to Fluff to sleep. Make sure you're all nice and relaxed and cozy in your pajamas. Rest well, you know, get all wrapped up in your blankets. Go say hi to Chisu. Chisu makes some really, really pretty art, and they're online right now. So we don't have to like be like, oh no, who do we raid, and spend like 10 minutes trying to find someone to raid. But yeah, everybody go give Chisu lots and lots of love. And if it's the beginning of the day for you, like it is with Kay, we hope you have a wonderful and happy rest of your day. Happy Thursday. It's basically Friday, which means it's basically the weekend. You're all already there. But all right. No, don't stare. Don't do that. Go to Fluff to sleep. Go to Fluff to sleep. Go to Fluff to sleep. But yeah, good night, everybody. Have fun over on the other side. Bye-bye.